Loud and clear.
Ask your guys what they would like us to talk about.
We have our lineup now.
No, ask them.
But let's ask you so that we involve them in the.
Any questions that you guys want, put in Roko's chat. I think we're live on my end. We're live on YouTube.
The phone is a bit far away from me, so like everyone is waving back, like I'm waving back in in real life.
Okay, so we're live on Instagram, live on YouTube, and live on Roko's Instagram. So welcome, guys. Welcome guys to another episode of the Afrobeats News Update. My first episode with a real life guest in the flesh by the name of Vaaris official. I call him Roko, but the streets call him Vaaris.
You know, the streets.
We'll go into all of that later. We'll go into all of that. Jesus Christ, Instagram wants to limit me. Sorry.
What is the limit? Why is Instagram limit?
I set an Instagram limit because I use my Instagram so much.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I set a limit. So welcome if you're joining us on Instagram. Welcome if you're joining us on Roko's Instagram. And welcome if you're joining us on YouTube. Okay, YouTube does not have people yet, but the other places I greet you. We're going to be moving to YouTube Live strictly shortly. But before we move to YouTube Live, and before I introduce my guests, should I introduce my guest? I don't know. This is my first real live stream, so I'm not done this.
You make the rules here.
Okay, let's have a brief intro for my guest. Like I said, it's our first in real life guest, IRL guest. So welcome to Roko to the Afrobeats News Update.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Man, I'm still recovering from
the long trip.
you know, but we'll get to that at some point. I'm good though. I'm good.
You're good. Yeah.
And you know, shout out to Chief of Lagos. I'm the first guest. Nobody can take that away from me.
First in real life guest.
First in real life guest. You know.
Well, yeah.
Post COVID, we're back to in-person.
Exactly. So, do you want to tell? I know the people on your Instagram already know who you are. But do you want to tell the people on my? I mean, people on my Instagram mostly know who you are. But do you want to tell people that are seeing this that don't know who you are and what you do, and just a brief intro about yourself?
That's a very complicated one. I have multiple.
Okay. I knew you were gonna say that. So, who is Vaaris?
Okay.
Because I introduced you as Vaaris. So, who is Vaaris? Let the people know who Vaaris is.
Vaaris is the guy that brings the vibes. Because today we're gonna have good vibes on here. But basically, I'm your finance bro too.
Okay, finance bro in the building. I'll
finance
tech
bro, upcoming tech bro. You know, I'm giving tech bro with this title like that's what it's but like generally,
yeah.
I don't even know what to describe myself as.
Come on, man. Give the people something.
Part-time pastry chef.
Okay.
Pastry chef. Full-time enjoyment president at this point.
Exactly.
Anyway, I mean, enjoyment connoisseur. That's the way to put it. And yeah, Tony and I go, you know, back to the days in the trenches.
Way back to Lagos days, man. Thank you, Ruben, for joining my stream, man. Yeah, we go way back, and which is why it's officially my first. It was a no-brainer. I'm picking my first in real life guest to the studio. So, yeah, thank you, Ruben, for the brief intro. Part of the things we want to talk about in this stream, there's a lot to talk about actually, but I don't even know which camera to look at. Jesus Christ! But
all eyes on me.
We want to talk about Brymo versus the people. Brymo put out a couple of tweets this week, last week actually. I've moved my live to Sunday, so I'm a bit disoriented. But last week, Brymo put out a couple of tweets saying Peter Obi cannot be the president of Nigeria because the Igbos are not ready to rule Nigeria. So he put out a couple of tweets in which we're going to look at and we'll talk about briefly. Omah says that nobody in the industry has his back. That all the guys in the industry, including your Wizkid, including your Burna Boy, including your Olamide, nobody is on his side. So Omah has a beef with the whole industry.
I wait for it to get through it.
We're also going to go into that. Rema made history last week as the first African to reach #1 on the Billboard chart with Calm Down remix with Selena Gomez. So we're also going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the Lori Harvey madness, you know.
Shout out to Lori Harvey.
Shout out to Lori Harvey, man. She has taken over Future as king of the street.
It's almost now like a trophy if you're on her bucket.
Bam. Lori Harvey has switched it up on us. So we're going to talk about that briefly, and we're going to talk about Roko's trip to Africa actually. So Roko just came back from a dirty December in Africa. So we're going to talk about some of the brief highlights. Rocco is going to give us rundown of
Are you ready? Are you
a
guys
brief rundown
ready?
of his African
To be
trip.
fair, people on my Instagram already know.
What to expect, what to plan when you're going to Africa, and if you should consider doing that in December in future. So all of that we're going to talk about on the YouTube live. So if you are looking at us from Instagram, make sure to join us. We're going to be shutting down the live soon, the Instagram live soon. So make sure to join us in the YouTube. The link is in my bio. I'll post the link in my video after dropping on my story after dropping from the live. So, but just check out my YouTube channel at Chief of Lagos. You see my live. So, yeah, man.
So also on my story, like for the people on my Instagram, the last post that I post.
Yeah, so check out my YouTube Chief of Lagos. Join the live there and let's have some fun. So yeah, man, Rocco, I'm cutting my
See you
Instagram
guys
live.
on YouTube. Mama, I made it. I'm on YouTube now.
Okay.
YouTube guys. Sorry, YouTube people. I keep taking off my glasses because I'm blind, but I want to see you guys. Hope you guys are having a good time.
Okay,
How do I see the live chat on YouTube?
That's the live chat, but people have not yet joined yet. So, but we'll still need to talk like we're live, even if
Yeah,
nobody,
no, I
because
feel you. They're still recording after.
the video will be dropping after on the YouTube channel and stuff. So yeah. So just give me some time, guys. Those on YouTube, just give me some time. I need to post the link so that people would make sure to see.
Yeah, now YouTube people cannot expect to be having fun and long. To allow people to.
So I need to post the link. But before I post the link, yeah. So Rocco, let's go into a rundown of your trip to Africa. What countries did you visit? How long was it? And what are the things you got down to doing?
First of all, I'll say if I was to use 3 words to describe this trip, it would be short, fun, and intense.
Short, fun, and intense. Sounds like describing something else, but okay.
Honestly, that's something else for short. I know this is PC, so
It's not PC, but on YouTube, but fuck it. Say what you want.
No, so the trip is 10 days. I went to Nairobi first for like a day. Then I went to Ghana for like 4 or 5 days. Then I went to Lagos for like 2 days, actually 3 days. And then back to Ghana, then Nairobi, back to London. It was a madness, like 6 flights in 10 days.
Wait. So Ghana, then Lagos. Wait, sorry. Nairobi, then Lagos, then Nairobi, then Ghana, then Lagos.
Even you, it's hard for you to keep up.
Bro, that's a lot.
Now playing Book the Rental with it. Rage.
Sorry. So can you give me the abbreviations? So you went to Nairobi first, yeah? I spent how many days?
That's the day.
A day in Nairobi.
Yeah, I came back here, but just a day for the first.
Then Ghana.
Then Ghana like 4 or 5 days.
And then Lagos.
Like 3 days.
3 days. Was that not fucking hectic?
Man, it was. It was a whole roadman thing in it, but it was fun. That's why I said short, fun, and intense. Short, as you say, it was a very short trip, only 10 days. I wish it could be more. Fun. It sounds hectic. It was hectic, and that's why at the beginning of this I said that I'm still in recovery. But it was fun. Like I went out to Nairobi, saw a bit of the nightlife in Nairobi. I hear that Kenyans like to party, but obviously I'm in Nigeria.
Did you go to the club?
I did. I went club hopping, so I went to 2. After the second one, I was like, yeah, I need to go back home. I'll go back to my hotel because I needed to sleep to catch my flight the next day to Ghana. Got to Ghana. Shout out to my boy Selom. He's on the flight now as we speak. But got me from the airport in Ghana, and it was just like straight flex back to back. Then going to Lagos. Lagos is mostly family, so there are a lot of people that will see this and be like, "How did you come to Lagos and didn't see me?" Apologize. Family first. I had to see my parents. I hadn't seen them in 2 years.
Okay.
And I saw my brother as well, so that was cool. But of course, you had to taste the nightlife in Lagos because there's no party like a Lagos party. This man, we tried to deny and say, he's trying to get London to that standard, but there's no party like a Lagos party.
We can't. I've tried my best, and we are going to always continue to try, but you know, a lot of things that you cannot replicate. You cannot replicate the atmosphere. You cannot replicate all of the people. You cannot replicate the celebrities that are always walking down the streets and the clubs.
You get what I mean?
You cannot replicate all those things. So, but we're trying, you know,
No,
so that we're trying to, as much as possible, make London a Lagos-like, you know. So, I mean, well, yeah, but I'm glad to hear. Well, you had fun overall. Was there any like highlights of your trip? Was there any like fun stories from the trip?
Man, a lot of stories from the trip. Like every day, every situation is just another story.
Okay.
But the highlights was that. Fuck, Africa is expensive. I think that's what it is, man. Because like, I say that like, you spend in a restaurant again, like obviously because I'm like a German connoisseur, but mostly in the food segments of things. I can't go to the country and not try to like visit a couple of restaurants that are especially on my list before I even arrived in the country. And I was a bit surprised as to how much you pay in some of these restaurants, which is very closely priced to what you pay in London.
It's surprising to hear this because like, especially, I mean, by the time I left, the prices were not this expensive.
Yeah.
But like going to Africa used to be so exciting because of like things were cheaper back home. Like there was the assumption that things are cheaper back home. So you're saying that is no longer the case.
It's not really the case. Like, I mean, obviously, like, I went to some really nice places, but I feel like in Lagos now, and shout out to the Lagos man because like you all are holding it down there. The way people are popping out so in Lagos, man. I need to move back.
Boys are making money.
Boys are making hell of bread. But still, like, I think an average date is like 80 to 100,000 naira. Which will be like how much in pounds? Maybe like 120, 130.
80,000 naira?
80,000 naira.
That would be like 100 pounds.
Like 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Which is not too bad, but that's like an average like date in London as well. Do you get what I mean? So it's very closely priced. It's like that. But yeah, and there are more expensive places, obviously. It's not like I went to the most high end of places in Lagos, you know?
Okay.
So.
All right. So that's good. So I can see some people are already in the YouTube chat. So make sure to put something in the chat so we can see you, so we can participate with you. Put something in the chat. If you have any comments about Roko's trip to Africa, let him know. If you have any questions about Roko's trip to Africa, let him know. And Roko, so now that you're with me officially, your birthday was in December. So we didn't have much time to, you know, you're working at it. We didn't have much time to really turn up, celebrate, and enjoy ourselves. And we caught up for Christmas a little bit before you left.
Before I traveled.
But now that you're here, I have a special gift for you for your birthday plus Christmas present. If you guys can see, you got me these glasses for my birthday. So that's why I'm wearing it for this particular stream. This is not the glasses I normally wear for my stream, but I got it for my birthday.
Oh man.
And I repaid the favor with, I would say, a bit more stylish than this one you got me. Just a bit more, just a tiny bit more, but the same brand. So, Ruben, can you officially try this on stream?
On behalf
of the team of Lagos.
Finally, I'm gonna get off this.
But you told me that you lost your...
So one of the stories when I'm unboxing this, I'll tell you. Every time I was going out, like, again, some people find this controversial. I'm saying Africa, like Africa is a country. I say Africa because I was in multiple countries.
It was in multiple countries.
But,
big flex, but okay.
No, I'm not
Be flexing on us that stayed in London. Reflecting on us that stayed in London.
I'm sure your bank account's grateful for that.
Who is in the chat? Ifeanyi.
My guy.
Shout out to you, bro.
While I'm unboxing this, every time I was going out, I had to make a decision on whether I wanted to choose fashion or choose sight, because as I said earlier, I'm blind, and when I pick up the glasses,
once you take the glasses off, guys, you can't see shit.
Yeah, I'm like on vibes right now.
I don't know how you people without 2020 vision do it. My goodness, bro.
Look at that.
My goodness, bro.
And every time, guess what I choose? Fashion. Because I was on the vibes.
How many fingers have I holding up?
Man, I don't know. It's vibes. Thank you, my guy.
No, no shit, man. Thanks. So yeah, man, more life, more gifts, more presents this year.
More slick things.
More turn-ups this year, more trips this year. So But yeah, man, let's get into the news. I can see a lot of people are joining the chat. Put something in the chat. Let me know. Let me know what you want. Any questions you have for Rocco? Rocco is here now. He's live in the flesh. Vaaris. Any questions from baking to traveling to finance? Feel free to shoot it in the chat so that Rocco can answer your questions. But in the meantime, let's get into the news. So I'll share my screen now. I'll share our screen now. We're sharing the screen together. So yeah, man. So the first thing we wanted to talk about is Brymo statements on whether Igbos can run for candidates in the country.
First of all, how did he frame the tweet? Because if he said it like that, then it's very like I will like again. We live in a very PC world, and I don't think that coming out to make it a tribal situation is a smart thing to do. But okay, what is his alternative? He wants to go for president.
No, so what he's saying is that Tinubu is the better alternative for president. So I'm just gonna read out the tweet now. Rocco has dropped the code I started talking about it, but I'm just gonna read out the tweet. Well, there were a series of tweets, so I need to go to the original tweet. Okay, so so give me a second. There are so many tweets. I don't want to read every single thing, so I'm looking for the best one to start with so that you guys will get the full picture.
Just give us a summary, then we can just.
Okay. I don't want to reframe. I don't want to rephrase him.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, this was the main particular statement. It said, "Don't respect my intelligence." No,
that tweet good day hard to find, bro.
You are trying to not. This is final one. You're trying to not accept resolve. Argue more than please. It is not prudent to elect him yet. He may have to vividly organize his home front. So he's talking about Igbos to lead the rest of us. An Igbo VP first, maybe to test the waters with the region is safer. So he's saying that Peter Obi as an Igbo VP is safer than having an Igbo president, maybe due to the fact that Biafra is not organized yet and things like that. So yeah, man. So it's basically rooting for Bats. That's Tinubu, which none of the masses want, because we've seen the damage that Tinubu has done in Lagos. I mean, some people say Lagos is good, quote unquote. So what do you think? It will be that good day hard to find. I swear, I was looking for it for days, bro.
For a long time.
But yeah, man, I just gave you guys the summary of the tweet. So what do you think? He also came out, for more context, he also came out today, yesterday to apologize because everybody gave him hate for it. So he came out with an apology statement. But what do you think before I play the apology statement?
I think that he has some valid points in there. It's the way that he approached the matter that I don't agree with. Like,
yeah.
Just the whole tribal situation is not what we're looking for right now. We're looking for the best leader that has the best, version of a vision for the country to lead us. By the way, get your PVC, guys. Elections are here.
We're talking to those in Nigeria because us in London we're trapped.
While we're on this topic, let's all vote. And
do you have a candidate?
Peter Obi is my candidate.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the way that we've sort of approached elections in Nigeria, and the way that I understand it is we've always picked the better evil.
Yes.
It's never been like, oh, this is the next Jesus Christ. Like, it's just always who is the less of the devil, right?
Yeah.
And in this case, I don't even really have anything against Peter Obi, and I understand that he may not be as mature to be a president as maybe the other people based on their experience. But even the experience we have with those people, it's not a great experience, right? So in the light of all of those things, and someone that we think, is right thinking, he'll put the right people there. Again, not necessarily emphasizing who is Igbo and who is not. Peter Obi is my candidate.
Okay, so Peter Obi is my candidate. Peter is also my candidate. I think he's the most capable guy for the job. He's the most educated. I think he has the best track record in terms of his state. But yeah, man, like, nobody was really happy with Brymo's statement, but he issued an apology, thankfully. And let's watch it briefly. And let's see if it should be forgiven. I'm just gonna play it.
Oh, it's the whole video.
It's a short video though.
Someone then came on my timeline and asked me to apologize. And then I went, what? Fuck the Igbo. To hell with it. Now, to hell with it. The people cannot be described as an it. So I was referring to peddlers of the movement, people championing for the movement. It's the movement. Just because a football team is a team does not mean I would say it's playing. I would say the team are not playing well or they are playing amazing.
Are you a Brymo fan? Like, do you like Brymo song?
I like Brymo, old Brymo.
Old
like
Brymo.
The new Brymo, and again, maybe some people from my Instagram that are close to him might be here, but yeah.
Not really.
I like the classic old Brymo, like when he played.
Yeah, when Brymo first came out, it was fire. But
Them times.
Yeah, but like,
yeah.
And I think the more
I
Brymo
think
is very
he's one of the
talented.
artists that has struggled to transition with time.
Exactly. And I think he never came to terms with it. I don't know, because if you see
He has to try since Daily Bread.
but the way he talks about himself, the way he calls himself the best, the way, I mean, every artist should believe that they're the best, but there's a certain ego that Brymo carries himself with that people have described as unnecessary, like over the top. So I think why I ask is because I think a lot of that plays into how he addresses us and plays into what happened here. Like if you can even see how he's addressing the apologies.
He's not.
He's not doing it from a place of I'm sorry. He's doing it from a place of like.
Oh, I've heard you people.
I've heard you. Exactly.
English. I will not address people with it. To hell with it. I refer to a movement. But anyway, that was how I came about even tweeting that at all. I was already petitioned. And then I was being asked to apologize. So I was like, what? After the petition, I beg. So now what does fuck it? What does it mean? It means I don't want to have anything to do with it. Save me with it. I don't care about it. Really, that's what fuck it means. Fuck you means I don't care about you.
Yeah, because he said fuck the egos.
Really? That's what fuck you means.
That was one of the tweets.
The
I think he deleted that one.
It's hurtful, it's harmful, it's actually going after the person's livelihood. Fuck you is I don't care about you. It doesn't mean a lot. And I didn't say anything that didn't happen. I didn't go online and then
This is not an
started
apology.
assuming
That's what I was
things
literally
about
going to
the
say.
This is not an apology. Why do you think Brymo apologizes?
What blog is that?
It's not a blog, it's a random Twitter. He went on live, so somebody posted the
Sorry to
video.
anyone who
Oh, that's where that
Okay,
was.
he said I'm sorry now.
sounded such to you. That's not what I meant to do at all. I was trying to weigh in
So
on
have
very
it.
important matters.
I'm sorry to anybody who is being stalked.
Last said, I'm sorry for you being a bitch.
I can't even believe that he did. He sounded like he was just trying to ramble around to even get a explanation to what he said.
Yeah.
I'm like, leave this matter, make it go talk about.
If I sorry the video quality dropped. Sorry, once my audio stops for some time, the frame rate I'm using is too high. So don't worry about it. It's gonna be like that once in a while, but I'm sure it's not affect your viewing experience that much. But yeah,
Is it better now though?
Is it better now? If it's better now,
You
let me
need
know
to
in the
be
chat.
seeing this freshness, you know. I feel this
Boys are looking fresh. So anyway, yeah, so that was basically our take on Brymo. I think for me, Brymo has fallen off. Yeah, and he has not where his ego is at and where he's actually at as an artist. There's a disconnect there, if you get what I mean. So I think
yeah, I agree with you that
better now. Thanks, fine. Yeah, it's better now.
That's a nice one. I agree that it's disconnect. If I want to hear what you also think about like Brymo, because like I know say they listen to Ram from time.
Yeah. I was a big Brymo fan back in the day, but bro, like this is not the first time like he has said absurd statements.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, the human being it's allowed to say absurd things.
Yeah.
I understand where the ego is coming from. Like
that's that Burna Boy fan in Norco. because it's only Rocco that allows their artists. Burna Boy fans, they just allow their artists to say anything they want. But go on.
See, I will controversial. What the fuck? Controversially, always say that my Burna Boy is my number one artist in the world.
Number one.
Drake comes number two, and I love Drake so much. So
Wow, Burna Boy over Drake,
over Drake,
over Wizkid.
bro. What are you talking about? Now I make you give Whiskey like I would give Whiskey 3 before, but like now I just like sentimentally love Davido, so I kind of have to put Davido.
Even Davido over Wizkid.
I mean, Whiskey is Whiskey is just thriving off being Whiskey.
Wow.
And nothing more.
Wow.
But moving on, you know, the guy he's been there before a lot of these new artists, you know, came. So he will always feel as being one of the, I don't want to say pioneers, but like, you know, older generation of artists. So that's where that ego I think comes from. But if it comes to relevance of his music right now, he can't stand with that ego.
Yeah, Ifeanyi says, personally, I'll separate his music from his personality. Brymo's music is legendary to me, at least. Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of people talk about, especially his earlier catalog, I cannot lie. Brymo's first 2-3 albums were beautiful, like, they were works of art. So, I mean, you can, if you want to classify his whole catalog, I won't go as far as legendary, but you said you added the clause to me, so I can't fault you for that. So, but yeah, generally I also like to separate the music from the personality. It's why I'm also a Burna Boy fan to a degree. But but personality wise, it's completely off. Him and Burna fall into that same category. That personality, they're on and off. Like, Rocco, did you hear about Burna Boy kicking fans? After coming to
them, like actually kicking them.
He kicked a fan like that was not to climb the stage. He kicked him with all those his high boots that he wears. And then he came 3 a.m. to a show that started by 7 p.m. Did you hear
You
about
know what's so interesting? This show, that day I was in VI and people were going.
You're in Lagos when it happened.
Yeah, it was in Lagos when it
Wow.
happened. I'm privileged to have been there, you know. Don't worry.
Don't make me cry on stream.
No, I was on my way to Sirocco that night, and then there was just so much traffic on Ahmadu Bello Way, and then people said they were going for Burna, but this was at like midnight. And the Burna Boy hadn't come out. So I was like, how is Burna Boy? I was like, anyway, this was Lagos. Artists used to come late. I mean, I was so glad that I wasn't part of it. Only at 3 a.m. for someone to be messaging me that the guy was just coming on stage.
Bro.
And it was so shocking because a couple days before that, I was at Afrochella in Ghana where he performed as well.
Yeah.
And came out at, you know,
The
definitely
proper
earlier time than this. I was like, it's just sad to see our own artists come latest in our country.
But he came out with a statement. I mean, I covered it this last week, but he came out with a statement and said it was because the audio was bad.
Yeah, I heard
and things like that. But then, like, everybody, and it was what I echoed, but everybody echoed the same thing. Like, if truly the audio was bad and that's why he came out late, why can't you just come out on stage and tell the people what's happening? You understand? Communication. So, I mean, we went into all of that next.
Crowd management. I know in your last video you talked about Afro ending as well, which I was there to when
to witness, ended. And they cancelled it. So you are Afro Nation when they cancelled it.
I have videos. I was literally there. Bro. I stayed till everybody left as well because I was in Golden. So I was in front. So even when they ended the show, I wanted everyone to like leave first.
So what of the artists? I know they ended it mid-show, but what of the artists?
Daju was the last person that I saw perform.
No, so the artists after Daju, what happened to them? They never came back to perform. Even the next day.
Daju was just meant to be what Ashake and.
Ashake never came back to perform.
No.
Wow, so
that was the last day of Afro Nation.
Okay, that was the last day.
Yeah, the first day of Afro Nation went fine. It ran smoothly.
Yeah. So it was 2 days.
It was 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Afrochella was 2 days. So the second day of Afrochella was the first day of Afro Nation. So I'd gone for Afrochella that day and then went for Afro Nation the next day.
Okay, I get it. He said the statement and apology doesn't make any sense. Such a statement about an entire group of people is frankly unacceptable.
Agreed.
I agree with you completely.
Like if you could even say that in 2018, because in 2023, bro.
Wow. It's fucked up. Especially because they were saying it seriously. It was not like it was joking or anything. They were like, fuck the Igbos are not ready to rule Nigeria, things of that nature. But yeah, man.
Neither is he ready to be somebody we can take a statement from.
And this is why for me it's hard to really be a fan these days. Like, because I understand to a degree most artists have some screws loose. Like it's really hard to be for me to be. You know what you mean? You know the short form of fan is fanatic. So like for you to really be a fan, you need to actually like not just love the work that the artist produced, but you need to love the artist to a degree. You understand? Like when they come out, when they are coming for a concert, you support you pay for their concerts, not because you want to listen to the music. You will listen to the music all the time, but it's because you have a connection with the artist. You understand? So for me, it's very, very hard to be a fan these days because a lot of these artists, just by the time you believe in them to a particular degree, they'll just mess you up. But anyway, yeah, man. So separate the music, separate the art from the artist, and then let's continue by
music. Was literally what I would just go with it.
Yeah, man. So for the next topic I wanted to talk about, Omah came out with a statement that none of these industry niggas have his back. So let me just pick up.
While you're picking that up, like,
yeah,
that's also a very interesting thing to say because it almost sounds like you want to be the industry's favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, bro, but get in line.
Bro.
Well, let's
look at the statement that I said. Let me just share my screen so that we can look at the statement that I said. It said, them no degree supports me because them they fear. Omah boldly calls out colleagues. So this was in the, it was replying a particular tweet.
No, that's not all he said.
That was all he said. So like
bloggers, so they like they blow.
No, I saw
this out of proportion.
It said they don't agree supports me because of the fear. Even my so-called biggest inspiration, talking about Burna Boy there, all of them join. So because he has called Burna Boy his biggest inspiration in the past. So he said that most of them, they are scared of him because he's always going number one. So finished number one song of the year on Apple Music chart.
It did.
Yeah, so finished number one song on Apple Music chart, and I think the album too, his album Boy Alone finished number one on Apple Music chart, like for the whole year. So like basically, it says most of them are scared of him. Like
listens.
Yeah. So what do you think to this statement? Do you think that actually, in actuality, Burna Boy, Wizkid of the world, they are scared of him? That's why they're not holding him in like because. Like people expect, like he has reached that level that him and Burna will be chilling, him and Wizkid will be chilling, making music together.
Why?
I mean, because like, that's
how old has it been? Like people should, well. Let me,
I mean, it's not about how long.
It's not about how long.
It's about like the level you've reached. Like, see someone like Ashake, for example. Like the whole industry holds Ashake with like.
So okay, that's interesting. And maybe I've just not rated Omah on that level, but like I love his music obviously, and like I vibe to Omah like for sure. But I would almost even think Ashake is bigger than Omah. Controversial.
Ashake is bigger than Omah.
That's what I would think.
It's a difficult one, you know. Like, and Omah is in a very difficult position because Omah has had 3 number one albums. I hope you know. Like his first 3 albums have gone number one on Apple Music. He has not yet cracked it.
You're telling me are wild, you know.
What?
The stats are wild.
They are wild. His debut album went number one. His second album, I mean, there were short EPs, five songs. His second album went number one too. And his new album, Boy Alone, also went number one. And his first 2 albums went number one consecutively. So like one removed one from the chart, and they went for the whole year. They were number one.
Right.
So that was a very wild. Like he had one of the best intro years. But at the same time, no particular song has really dominated the charts for a long period of time. Do you understand? Ashake has not, and Omah has not had that song that like is everywhere at the same time. You understand?
Ashake is like a virus, is now there.
And Omah does not do a lot of club songs, which is another thing.
Which is possible.
Which is another thing. So like, Omah is in a very, very difficult bracket to put. You understand? Based on his number of records and his streaming numbers, he's up there with the best of them. But based on his impact, do you understand? In the street,
yeah, based on
the clubs,
and then like being an artist. Like again, I'm saying this based on my own. This is my disclaimer, and based on my own understanding. I will never fully understand the life of an artist because I'm not an artist. But being an artist goes beyond just the number of streams. That's the first. It's for verification on this thing, but then there's so many other things. How many shows have you done? How many shows have you sold out? Where?
Bro, Omah has done wireless. Omah has done
Wireless. He didn't headline though.
Yeah, what?
He didn't
He
headline.
headlined.
He headlined
Yes,
at Wireless.
yes. Omah has done wireless. Omah has done with
Wireless
Justin
that
Bieber.
had
Omah has done sold out shows in all the major countries.
I'm just sleeping on the guy now. I'm just sleeping on the guy.
Omah's situation is very, very funny because I also don't know where to put him. Like, I don't. It's this kind of thing that like is new, so you can't really put him at the top. But at the same time, he has broken enough records. He has not. He has a song with Justin Bieber. Like he has a song with I mean, doesn't like it features. It doesn't feature a lot, which is another compliment to him because a lot of the things he has done them without a lot of key features. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So Omah is very, 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 very difficult to rate. Like, will you say him or Rema? Now, based on these things I've said now, would you say him or Rema? You see? But he has more accolades in terms of streaming numbers.
I mean, like if you ask me, I'll still say Rema, right?
I'll still say Rema too.
But then, like based on this stats, the numbers don't lie.
Yeah, do you understand? Like, so see, like, if I said Omah, there's a lot in the mix when you talk of the industry. It's not only about how good you think your music is. That said, Omah is a pure vibe, though. Yeah, facts.
I agree. That's exactly what I'm saying. He's a vibe, but it's not easy to say yeah, brother boy, whiskey or Davido, and those guys still have grinded for time.
But do you think it's right that they are afraid of him?
Oh, no, it's not even about like competition because like obviously domination and just even if you bring capitalism into it, if you want to stay number one, you need to eliminate the competition, right?
But the way he said no though, he said you need to build that flow with other big artists and maintain it.
Exactly.
Facts. So maybe he needs to be the one. He needs to reach out more to the new artists. I mean, that's the point. New school, a lot of them are proud. I can't lie. Like we saw the beef with Buju and Ruga. We saw Black Bones already saying the best rapper in Africa. Like, I mean, right?
But you kind of have to say those things.
Rema saying I mean, Rema just came out with a statement the other day that I hope you guys are seeing the impact I'm doing for Afrobeats. You guys, nobody's talking now. You said a statement like that. So like, I mean,
because he's top one in the US. It's not him that did it first. Selena did it. No, what? Okay, that is.
We'll use that to segue to the next topic. So Rema just, for those that didn't know, Rema just made record as the first African to go number one on Billboard. So this Billboard is the Billboard excluding the US. So Billboard Global, but excluding the US. So don't give that face. It's still no African has done it before.
Okay.
So with Calm Down remix with featuring Selena Gomez. For me the song was a bit made, but I understand like you have to capture that Spaniard, that big bunny audience.
Yeah.
So and it successfully did over 200 million streams. 200 million views on YouTube, sorry. I think over 500 million total streams now. For
especially in this short period with
time.
which the song has come
it's
out.
crazy. So yeah, man, what do you think about that? And
First of all, I'll say that I understand why he did it.
yes,
Because
have you heard the song?
When I first heard the song, I was like, this song, because Calm Down was out for so long that it had dominated everywhere. That hearing a different version of the song just wasn't sitting right at the first listen, right? But then in September, I went to one of the Frenchest clubs that you can imagine.
Frenchest, like
It was in French. I was in France.
Okay, in France. Okay.
And then they start to play like Frenchest, like whatever. Let me put in quotes if that's a word, right? Like they were not going to play. You know, you go to like French clubs or like clubs abroad. They will play. Even they won't play Afrobeats, but they will play maybe one Burna Boy song or one Whiskey song that has popped. You know. But this one, they weren't going to play any Afrobeats. You know, it was full techno. Then they start to play Calm Down. And then I start to get excited, like, whoa, like they're playing Calm Down here, all of that. Then I start to hear Selena Gomez's part. So it now clicks to me that
this is why
Selena Gomez, this club will
not play
here.
You will not have played this song.
So I understand why he did it.
Yes, and Oxlade did the same thing with Closer Remix and Camila Cabello. People roasted Oxlade for it, they spoiled the song, but I understand why they do this thing. CK did the same thing with Love Entity, different versions of different.
Because you'll be surprised, somebody in that region who have never heard of Rema before, and this is his first his or her day their first introduction
Yeah.
to Brymo, and you'll be surprised because you already know the guy. But you see, that's how did the Bible say it? Another lost soul that you win is.
That's what I want. That's what I like to see. Wow. Okay. So I mean, you said it all. Like, and numbers don't lie. Women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie. We're seeing it with the records that is breaking right now. So why are you laughing with the women lie? The Yoruba demon in him woke up when he heard men lie.
Yoruba men don't cheat.
But yeah, man. So so numbers don't lie. So I mean, we can't complain that Rema did what it did, and we can't complain. Guys, just get used to it. Afrobeat artists are going to feature random artists from these random regions, and they might ruin the song to most of you guys, but believe me, they are doing what they are supposed to be doing to spread the culture, and I mean that's what we're here for at the end of the day. So yeah, man. Next topic we want to talk. Shout out to Remy Boy. Next topic we want to talk about is a very interesting one. It's very unusual for what we normally talk about, but I needed to touch on this. We talk about our queen, Lori Harvey. When we talk about our queen, Lori Harvey, I'll share my screen in a bit now to show you guys the what has been rocking social media lately.
It's that picture,
the picture that has been rocking social media lately. So this is the picture to tension you people. Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend? So this picture drove social media crazy. Lori Harvey just announced. It was funny enough. It wasn't even Lori that announced. It was Dancing that posted the picture on both his story and both on his Twitter. So he posted it, and a date to her birthday. Just posted it with a love emoji, and everybody was going crazy.
Just friends, and he was just like showing a couple pictures.
Nah, it's been confirmed because Lori.
I know they confirmed.
Laurie also posted it too some hours later, and then for Lori Harvey's birthday, Daphne took her out on a nice dinner. Put everything from balloons to money to everything, the whole shebang. For the lovers in the chat, you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man. So what do you think about Lori dishing out another body, like adding another body to our roster?
Are you asking me? Or are you asking them?
I'm asking you.
Because
before we get into that though, take a look at this. Like they said, it be your own niggas.
It be your own niggas, man. I think that it's always controversial when
I said, it be your own niggas.
It be your own niggas, man. First, it's always controversial in general when like people that you've seen together break up, and then somebody else comes in the scene, and that always comes with a certain level of drama in itself. But when you've gone through a roster of men that know each other, that chill with each other,
it's crazy.
That have been in pictures, like, do you see the story? The lineup is just wild, But again, I was saying to someone that who better to play the field than somebody that is a daughter of somebody that dishes advice on how to play the field.
But you know what? I've seen a lot of people correcting that. They said actually Lori Harvey didn't learn from Steve Harvey.
She didn't.
Apparently, she learned from the mom. They said the mom is actually the real OG. That the mom used to date a drug dealer, left the drug dealer for Steve Harvey, and managed to keep Steve Harvey loyal for all that time, all of his success. That's like his mom is the real OG that nobody talks about. What do you think about that?
I don't know that it's Bible that said this one.
Because look at
every successful man.
Look at a man like Steve Harvey. Most people that reach his level of fame, they are usually in one form of cheating scandal or the other. Steve Harvey is clean. Do you think that's because of Steve Harvey?
Or the wife is such an OG that she just
kept
family business.
I mean. So there's that. So
never know.
So people are saying she learned from the Mom C actually. But me, what I think. Oh, let me not say what I think yet, because my take is a very
controversial.
It's a very toxic take. But
don't go into your take now.
No, before I want to ask you. Do you think Lori Harvey, do you think this sheds a positive light or a negative light to her? Do you think this is positive or negative for her?
I think he has
Basically, do you think she's a hoe?
no.
Is she a hoe or a housewife?
Why can't your housewife be a hoe? She gotta be a freak in the house and
I mean, relax.
Nah, see, let me tell you.
Is Lori Harvey a hoe or a housewife? Let me know in the chat. But personally, now this is my take. Personally, I don't see the hype.
In the babe or the hype in the situation.
In the hype in the babe. The hype in the babe. I think, wait though. I think she's the hoe that knows what she wants. I think she's the hoe that knows what she wants.
Don't all those know what they want, even if it's just dick?
I mean, that a hoe that doesn't know what they want, you can play them. You understand? Like you can play them, you can, and I'm not. This is not me trying to be toxic or anything, but you can lead them with other things, you know, like lead them with other things, and then, I mean, after the dick, they're saying that okay, they want a relationship and things like that and stuff like that. But she knows how to make the guy submit. Which is what I mean by knows what she wants.
I see what you mean, but like going back to the first thing you said, like you know how like we man and we obviously come with our like, you know, our game. Let's call it game.
Let me put it like this. Wait.
Knows
Wait.
that you're playing the game.
If it was a guy that deleted this number of guys, everybody calls Future a hoe.
Yeah.
Why is no one saying the same thing about Lori having? That's my point.
Oh
like,
yeah. Actually,
if we are going to, because if a guy did this, if a guy had this number of bodies that are celebrities, they would all roast the guy. I mean, apart from like Pete Davidson, everybody for some reason everybody praises Pete Davidson, but they roast Future. I don't know why. I think because maybe Pete Davidson is this goofy, light-hearted guy, so nobody really goes at him. But for Future, everybody calls Future all sorts of names as toxic and stuff like that, and like Future is painted in a negative light. Why is Lori Harvey?
Isn't that guy like our role model? Okay, jokes apart.
So you think Future is a horrible guy? Why do you think Future is a horrible guy?
No, I said, isn't he our role model?
Our role model. Well, that's what you said, our role model.
No.
I mean, like, if Future, he lost Future with trust. He lost Future with trust. But that's not how it's painted in the public space, you know.
Yeah, no, I know what
people are always like, Future is toxic, Future is this, Future is that. He takes care of all his baby mamas. All his baby mama got APs, you know. Like, but everybody says Future is. Everybody roasted Future for a long time. It's only a few percentage of guys that we all like form this Future cult following, and I think that's what some girls are doing with Lori. But mostly, I'm seeing positive reviews of her
I think
actions.
it's cool though. I think it's cool because I know that you said Future gets roasted for it, but on the average, most guys get praised for a situation like this, and the girls get shots. Like slut shamed.
Yeah.
But in this case, she's not getting slut shamed.
Yeah, she's not getting slut shamed.
She's getting props. Do you understand? As I said, like, you know, if you're on that bucket list, bro.
I mean, respect to her, you know, respect to her. Like, the fact that she's getting this kind of high profile guys to submit, like, I mean,
she's not low profile herself.
What does she do, bro?
Bro, like just being Harvey's daughter is enough.
No, there are so many, bro. It's not enough.
She's
not,
around all the.
Harvey has to
fair enough.
It's not enough.
I don't know.
She's only famous for the bodies she's acquired.
Nah, she's a queen still.
I'm dumb. So like for me, like this is just a very weird double standard, and like.
But you see, the pressure is actually wild now because Dancing would need to keep this.
I can never. See, after you're dancing and you're a fellow Yoruba boy, I'm disappointed in you.
Why?
I can never wife a girl like Lori Harvey.
Why? Why? But he never even said.
I mean,
like, this has nothing we do.
This Lori Harvey can never wife me too. I know a lot of people that will say this. Lori Harvey can never wife me too. Fine, but I cannot wife a girl that.
No, but that's also before you even get
because
nobody has said anything about marriage.
Okay, it's about dating, yeah.
They're dating.
I mean, but why do we date though? Don't we date with the expectation of marriage or at least?
No, more often than not, but that's you.
At least staying the rest of
Like,
our lives
I'm just
together.
saying, every time that like people get in a relationship, you already put the tag on them that they're trying to get married.
Yeah.
But you don't know the dynamics and what they've decided to do within themselves, right? Like she might have been with these two other guys and be like, you know what, yeah, I want to make you the one that I show out there, but I still want to have side guys.
Would you date a girl like her? Would you settle down with a girl like Lori?
Respectfully, I'm really into tits.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. But
So yeah, she's not enough for you. Like in terms of she doesn't have the
oh man.
like
I'm usually very stressed in this life. I need something to come back to, you know.
to lay your head on, yeah.
Sleep off in my mouth. You know.
First. I mean, men have preferences, you know, like, and not to say like it's not even because of the fact that she's a hoe. Like I'm not even hoe shaming you. Like, I'm not like I'm hoe shaming, but I'm look at how Michael B. Jordan treated her, and she left him. You get like.
You are not in a relationship.
I know that's what you're going to say next,
Uh-huh.
but look at the track record of all the guys she has dated. What do you think you can offer her that none of these guys have offered her before? She did PDD. She went to PDD's son. No, she went from PDD's son to PDD. Are you aware of that?
She's a hoe, bro.
Yeah. Like she went from PDD to PDD. Now she's fucking. She went from Michael B. Jordan's friend to his friend dancing it. She's like, come on, like, where do you? I cannot date a girl that will be giving me sleepless nights.
No, there's one thing about like obviously doing this within the friend squad. That was a bit.
It's a bit like.
But
And this is not just friends. I'm talking about father and son now. Father and son, fam. Father and son, like we have to draw the line somewhere. For me, you're laughing. We have to draw the line somewhere. So, like yeah, I cannot personally though. I don't know about Damson. I don't know about you guys in the chat, but personally, one night stand things. Yes, there. I mean, we're not on the same level, but like if I reach that level and I can't be with any girl that's been passed around by the industry. I'm sorry. Damson, as a Niger boy, you need to do better.
so you go chop industry, can't go village, go marry.
I mean, there's something to be said about that. But it's not even about marriage.
Let's move on.
But it's not even about marriage. It's about who you decide to claim publicly. That's my point. Like you can be hitting. You and Laurie can be doing your thing, but I'm sure that Laurie will not even allow that because she looks like that type of girl that she will be like, based on the fact that all these guys keep posting, and maybe she's into like you must post me, or if not, I don't know what she say, or maybe they're just so proud of the fact that I don't know why they keep
Like why hide their love? And also like Damson has his own thing going on for him. But like
someone said,
it's also good to
someone
get
said,
tops for...
I give him 1 month tops with that snowfall check. 1 month tops with that snowfall check.
Oh man.
Alright, man, let's wrap that up and enter into our reaction segment, our game segment actually for today. Naroko is here. So we're gonna play a game called Put Me On. And Rocco is going to basically put us on 5 new jams that we are going to evaluate. I'm going to evaluate if they are certified bangers, and then we're going to just listen to like.
Are you going to play like for the people?
Yeah, I'll play for the people, and then you guys, if you in chat, you can let me know if it's a certified banger or not. And so Rocco is going to put us on for our new release segment. He's going to give us 5 new jams that we need to check out and add to our playlist. So we'll either approve or
that thing. Oh wow! I can see so much.
Finally choosing sight over drip, so I like that.
I think I just did that now made me feel like a 70-year-old grandpa with my glasses.
Okay, I don't know how you guys without 2020 vision do it. Like I don't know. But yeah, man. So Rocco, what's the first song?
First song, yeah, and because every song that I'm gonna put on this is Show Me Die. The name of the song is called 10 Sure Odds.
10 Sure Odds.
10 number 10.
Okay.
Then Sure, and the odds is ODDZ.
By who? Techno?
Techno.
Oh, nice. That's it. So we're only gonna listen to the first 60 seconds of the song. Oh, Techno featuring Mastercraft. I think I heard the snippet for this one, but I've not heard it. So you passed the first step. It's a new jam that I've not heard. Came out 3 weeks ago, so recently new. It's a bit recent. Well, let's check it out. Okay. Is this how it sounds?
Yeah.
Tell your dealer man make it bring the level sharp sharp. I don't see him for my dreams. Now why me I won't fuck.
Okay.
Once I take the phone now, it don't set.
Yeah.
Me and the only talk to person we get money pass and
Central Bank.
I play 10 short odds and enter.
Okay.
I nearly fall for gutter. Thunder fire my haters. Thank God say the money don't enter. The money don't enter. Only 10 on.
Well, we never eat 60 seconds.
I'm hearing some piano thing, some techno never disappoint. Fine, like, okay. We listen to 1 minute of the track. That was the first banger, techno 10 short us featuring Mastercraft featuring techno. Actually, that was a proper banger. Rocco, you starting out strong. Full million section starting out strong. So if you don't have this, add this to your playlist. That's a certified banger, and Rocco, you deserve a Don DeMarco for that. You deserve a Don DeMarco for that. So what is Don DeMarco for that? I want not playing. Sorry. Okay, not playing. Oh yeah, man. Okay, so what's the next song on our list? What's the
See,
next
this
one?
one now, I'm gonna like take you guys a bit farther back, and if you don't have this song, it's just to prove another point that I have bangers.
It finally comes
You
on.
know,
Yeah, so
got bangers from even back times that you probably are not aware of.
okay.
It's called Party featuring Files.
Party featuring Files. Is this a new jam?
It's not a new jam.
Eh?
No.
It's not a new jam, but you just want to put us on.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
put you on.
It's cool. It's cool. The point of the game. Put us on. I've not heard this before.
This
so
song is how many years old?
Parties. Is that what you call the song?
Party.
What did you call the song?
Say wait. Party by Oz featuring Files. OZ.
Oh, Oz.
Yeah.
4 years ago. Okay. Okay, let's check it out.
You can even play the video if you want to play the video. 1 minute.
Right here. So this is Party featuring Files. All this he only has 1 minute too.
I get this party, when I for island chat. Me, I see the reason if I drive that car. Say I no get petrol, make I try, I'm sure. I get this party, when I for mainland chat. I see they think if I go make them sure. I'm on the road, on the way like that. Party like it's
AKB.
99. Even when we knew the hammer, I was getting mine. Alizé bottles, you remember that? Back then we used to love to get them hype. Slow grinding in the party, yeah.
What are you guys thinking in the chat? Let me know in the chat.
Vibes still, vibes.
Niggas busting up them old moves. Guys with the boss, guy loud with their whole crew. Timberland boots with a do-rag. Full boot jeans, let the ting sag. That was way back. Niggas party hard, wonder where them days at.
Bruh, more than 1 minute. I'm sorry.
You very.
I'm sorry. It's not making it to the playlist. It's not making it to the playlist. It took too much time. I'm sure maybe at the end you might
Because this is a viable.
Well,
Fair enough.
it's taking too much time. You know, we
I'll
need
put you on still. I put you on still.
I mean, you can check it out. Decide for yourself. For me, I don't know about this one. You see, like
Oh, you wasn't sure.
people are not feeling it. People are not feeling it like that. People are not feeling like that.
I will take you back to African time.
People are not
Wrong.
wrong. People are not feeling like that. So, what's next one? What's
African
next one?
time.
Huh?
African time.
African time. Okay.
By Chop Life
Let's check
Crew.
out African time by Chop Life Crew. African time by Chop Life Crew. Okay, see it. Share my screen.
Is there a video for it already? Was
Nah,
this
there's no
okay,
video.
yeah.
5 months ago, fairly new.
I'm playing around with timelines here.
New government,
Okay.
murder all of them.
If I instead giving me Stormzy vibe for the last song, not bad. Is you have one fan?
Everything is going to be ziggy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Mojo AF, man. Chop Life Crew. Giant times 2.
Shawarma. My 2 eyes don't kagao.
Hey,
This life will make me do like kagao when the score go. I feel backflip, I feel bass, I feel off flow. What he compose one time, as he come through. If he come by, strong mind, that's a strong suit. If he come mind, come
That's what you guys are thinking in the chat. Tell me what you guys are. I'm feeling this one still.
Sensimila. Gbogbo logo to loco kò fẹ́ fi sílẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sí mi lẹ̀. She age like wine, e dey my mind. Mo fẹ́ fi síbẹ̀. Hit me like punchline. When you dey back up, it do me like long line. How you go get this kind body on top, you gon' find something where you no get, that's something I cannot find. Yeah, na silicone, I be shit, I follow con. Don't really matter, make I dey follow you back.
Good stuff, good stuff. Okay.
You know.
Maybe I'm feeling this one still. This one not bad. I think this one's gonna make it to the playlist.
They bust my gun. On top the gun, I shoot the tension down.
Okay.
African time after she come, my gun.
Okay, African time. Bad. Really that.
Come through.
African time after she call my call. I like that. That is the bar, fam. That is the bar. If that's someone you're following in your relationship, I mean. If that's not what you're following in your relationship, then you're wrong.
That matters more than my call.
That was the good one. So, 2 out of 3 so far. What's the next one?
It's called Kiriwa, featuring
Black Bones. Okay.
Well, have you heard the jam before? Because I said
I may not have. I may not have. But let's check it out. Now, let's see what the people think.
If it's spark, then it's gotta be it.
When you pause, how you just say I mean?
Hey.
Cause I be looking at you, looking at me. Feeling say it's that big. So I pull out my phone. Say make you follow me 5G.
Brian,
Yeah.
do you know him?
I don't know the guy. Someone was like jams. Just like, look at this
I think
guy.
I've heard his name somewhere before.
Not Brady though. Brady is a whole different guy.
It's not. Oh yeah, Brady. It's Brady. I'm actually.
Yeah, it's Brady. I think about.
I was thinking about Unilag. Number 1, be fine.
Yeah, it's feel out.
Okay.
I need to want to carry one.
Hey, 1 minute.
I want to carry one.
That was dope. I certified manga. Add that to your playlist.
I almost will put
I'm vouching for that.
African time after that in a playlist.
Oh, okay. Like I said, the way they flow together.
Yeah.
It's very well.
I think so.
Okay.
I think
So recommended from Rocco. Put after. That was a good one. So 3 out of 4 so far. Give us the last one. Put us on the last track.
Cause you know that's.
Don't overthink it.
I'm not overthinking it. You know that like these days I say I'm actually Ghanaian. You know I'm identifying as my Ghanaian side. So
You're trans Ghanaian.
I'm trans Ghanaian. You know I am Ghanaian. So I'm gonna bring one from Joey B with Guilty Beats called Little Beat.
Joey B
With Guilty Beats called Little Beat.
Those are my guys. Is there a new song?
Just a little bit.
Is there files on the song?
No.
Okay, little bit. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Let me just share the screen again. Okay, there's a video. Okay, that's the Yabo. Yabo is the jam still now. Have you heard the Yabo? That's the jam still. Check it out. Okay. Bro, anything with Amapiano Shekere, add me in.
I knew you. No,
Anything with Amapiano Shekere, add me in. Add me in.
they're gonna use the first 1 minute. Don't give us.
That's the thing. Gege. Roko Makwamina. Hey, Roko Makwamina. Hey, Roko Makwamina. Gege. 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 Oh, but that 1 minute don't pass, but I'm gonna let it go. Oh, but I have to give up copyrights.
Talk for a little bit, chill for a little bit, drinks in the house, maybe kiss for a little bit. Hey.
75 banger, G.
Oh, that's a banger, bro.
75 banger, G. Nah. That is good. For when did it come out? 2 months ago, and I've not heard it in the club already. Wow.
At this
Wow.
point, I did this
Wow.
to remind him
Wow.
that it's not every song that comes out every week.
Wow. The chat is going crazy, man. My piano is clear, Joey B is clear.
Oh, you know.
Mado, Banga.
Lord God.
Nah. You put us on, man. You put us on. Add it to my list, fam. Add it to my list. If I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. God damn. Grand son. And that was really good, man. So Omo put us on 4 out of 5 tracks. Add to your list. Guilty Beats and Joey B little bit. Which other one? African Time. Kerry Wow. And what was the first one you said? I don't know.
I don't remember.
If you remember the first one, put it in the chat.
Yeah,
Well, man, that was crazy, man. That was a crazy section. That's the first time I played that game. And
10 short odds.
10 short odds featuring techno, yes. So add those songs in your playlist. All certified bangers. Thank you, Buruku, for putting us on. So speaking of certified banger, though, I don't know who saw the thread recently of Afrobeat songs that were created perfectly. So Afrobeat songs that were created perfectly. That was so someone asked the question on Twitter. I'm going to share my screen now. What's an Afrobeat song that you feel was created perfectly? And before we go through the list of the submissions that we saw, what do you think? Which song comes to mind? And let me know in the chat, guys. What do you think? Which Afrobeat song do you feel was created perfectly?
That's something that's come to my mind. And I will curious to know what this man them think too. But
what do you guys think in the chat? Let me know in the song. Jai feature Wizkid.
That song, the tune, when you play it, yeah, like, you know, Saz, I was gonna go with
Jai was sad, yeah.
Saz, there's a way Saz's music is timeless as well. And Jai
is the one. Jai Promise said Claire.
The band. Oh wait, the bank.
The bank. What's the bank? Okay, I think Jai is the bank. Define. I think Jai is a good one.
See, why is that playing? As you can see,
you are all very alright. Yes. Jai is a good one.
That's a tune.
For me, one song that I feel was perfect. Tomiso. Tomiso by Jules is a perfect vibe. Like from the intro, it set the tune properly. Like the way when the code jumped on it, like, and the song is just timeless. Like I don't think there's any time I can hear Tomiso and just stay.
If I say you're saying I'm getting goosebumps because I remember like Tomiso was see every day for club. I never moved to big. Comes. That's your. You miss it.
I never had those feelings. You're gonna sit. You're gonna side the babe
because she's ready to move too. Do you understand?
You're gonna side the babe. Say, okay, so. Bro, club tonight, LA Lounge tonight, not go hear am. Maybe they don't just play that song, bro. Maybe they don't play that song, but yeah, man. Run down Mado Vibe.
Oh, that's another charm.
That's another good one, Mado Vibe. I don't know, man.
I think that's Runtown's trophy song.
That's a trophy song.
That's a trophy song, yeah.
And Lagos to Kampala too. I think Lagos that Wizkid song.
Yeah, that Lagos Kampala was.
Well, let's check out some of the. You guys put your Afrobeat songs in the chat that I think I created perfectly. Victoni Jolene, that's another good one.
Yeah.
Jolene's another good one. Well, let's check out some nominees in the chat and let's see What are people? I saw some nice ones. They said almost a decade after, and still Shake Body is still one of the biggest Afrobeats dance songs globally.
Oh yeah, Shake Body. That was a change,
Shake Body was the my guys are going crazy in Saudi Arabia. Sorry. Wait, where's my mouse? Okay. Shake Body is not bad. Heaven's Gate by Burna Boy.
Heaven's Gate is a song that I
Say something, you're about to be like iffy.
No, this song is a chill.
This was when Burna was in his vibe.
That's on the PH Vibration album.
Yeah, this song was released. That
was such a good song. I think that was the song that everyone was talking about in that period that album came out. But I didn't think that was the best song on the album.
What do you think was the best song on the album?
There were just better songs. Is that the same album that had? Like, I can't remember.
It's okay. It's okay. Was on that album.
That's a different album.
Okay. This is.
They know that nobody is better.
See me and Paul. The song was.
They watched this song though.
I won't say perfectly level.
They watched the song. I think that's why I would not even.
I won't say perfectly.
Yeah, I'm good at it.
This was the jam though. This was the jam. You know, I've actually been looking for this song.
That song is on.
I've been looking for this song. Shatawale. You know, when you heard this song, take it on.
Yeah.
My life, say me galam say. My old day now, be me away. Me de me yet be travel play. We need beji and you check ule.
This was Shatawale's first pop-up banger. They didn't put the chorus.
But that song cannot be the best Afrobeat song. It's a vibe, but.
Pick up the package down. This a military thing like I come from Afghanistan. Dressed in camouflage. Before I turned 21, I was already savage down.
You know, this is why I like this thread. You know, this thread like really. This thread like and it has refreshed a lot. So I'm even seeing some songs that I didn't see when I first checked it initially. Yeah. Like this thread showed me a lot of songs that I had forgotten. Yeah. Like,
I saw I saw Major Lazer in Lagos in 2018. That was the same year this song came out. Then that's his Daniel Major Lazer song. Do you remember this song?
Yeah.
That song, that period, I think Major Lazer was very strategic. They had made a lot of.
Yeah, Major Lazer was hot in Africa that year.
And they came. Yeah. I remember they
that Kid Daniel song made the list too.
Yeah, that
song was dope. But this song was dope, man.
Yeah. Pull up in a foreign with foreign gal,
I agree. The Shatter song, it wasn't entering like that.
Shatter song wasn't entering, yeah.
It's just alright. I agree. Like
it's because you guys didn't hear the chorus. The chorus of that song is actually mad.
It's not that the song is not okay, but like it cannot be making this category of songs.
Facts. Not perfect. Not perfect level. Not 10 over 10.
Call up my manager.
Do you think it's not 10 over 10?
For the damages. I hope you listen.
I would think 10 over 10 is 10 over 10.
This one is song by the PC.
Yeah.
It's taking too long. Italy by Buju. Nah.
Even the mastering of that song is bad.
It's bad. There was something about that song when it came out that was like.
It felt like a TikTok video that was released as a song.
Yes.
The thing, the sound engineering wasn't great.
Yeah. Greatest street anthem. This was a jam.
That song that Pharoah just put is a vibe.
Which song? Whiskey and Burna Boy and Maforisa. Yeah. I forgot the name of the song. That's the vibe. That was the song that put me on my piano actually.
Spoon no.
You know the song?
Spoon no.
Huh?
That's not a song.
That's Spoon no.
You know what it do? You know what it is? But we knew what it was, baby. Like green. I'm on a journey, me. Let's go beat me.
Yeah, this was a banger.
Do you know that in secondary school?
Yeah. What are you about to spill? That green Akbar.
See,
if I flames.
She was here to rap. I didn't sing that green.
That green was the vibe, man. Don't think so, man. R.I.P. For those that didn't know, for people listening to this that did not know that just jumped on Afrobeats, my international audience, you need to check out Dagrin, man. It was one of the rappers that like really paved the way for Nigerian rap. For the Black Bones, Olami days of the world, Dagrin was that guy, man. So if you're new to Afrobeats, check out Dagrin. This song Davido is goated. Yeah, this song was actually goated, you know, like this.
Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the Vaaris.
It was the fact that he changed this song from a freestyle that
into a
people chose.
Big ways, fine face, 10 days, I don't dare wait for you, my child.
It was the fact that I told you, who made this kid? That freestyle that
Come in, kid.
I
Yeah,
changed it to a proper banger. Davido was goated for that. Daddy Yo.
1, 2, I love the way you
Nah, I won't say that Dio is perfection level. This is the song that. This is the song. I thought this is the song that really made. This was the song that established Burna's standship. I think most people started standing Burna Boy after this song.
Oh, this song, I'm even getting goosebumps right now. This song, because Burna was my number one artist in the world. Omah Jaya, put it on. I changed it because it's the way that the song starts. It's just putting you in different moods, changing your moods.
The song, like you know that. And I think that's what is this is some of the songs that answers the question correctly in terms of what song was created perfectly. Like the tone of the song went with the beats, went with the lyrics, went with everything just came together on
the artist
on this song. Everything came together on this song. Look at Burna Boy with
is that the actual video of the song?
Yeah, you know what's the video of the song?
I have, but I can't remember. It's such a long song. Wow.
On Walking Through. Look at how young the fucking looks, fam.
2010, that's 10 years ago, bro.
What?
10 years ago.
Bro, 10 fucking years ago. Time is flying, man.
I can't even believe I knew that song 10 years ago.
Okay.
Wow.
This was an entry that I really like to see. Bro!
You don't wear white gloves.
I was in fucking primary 6 when the song came out.
Oh, bro.
I choreographed this song.
That's what I'm saying. If you didn't wear white gloves.
Did you choreograph? You did it. You did that too.
No,
Bro, but this song was the vibe though. Like,
choreography.
I left the lyrics, the song, everything. My song was a fucking vibe.
That thing scared me after a while because it was my mother's ringtone.
Really?
Fuck it.
Lyrical was
Every time
I need the lyrics
don't
for
hear
the
lyrical. Every time my mom's phone was ringing, bro, I just the white gloves.
Just picture Rocco with his white gloves.
Shot.
Shot.
Crazy.
But I cannot even see it.
Don't say.
For some reason, I cannot see your beard.
That's a whole different me, bro. Whole different guy.
Bro, man, if you know you did the choreography, let me know in the chat. But yeah, Auntie, let me call you back. I'm in a meeting. Okay, let me know. Text me. Yeah. So.
Shout out to your African aunties, you know.
Fam, she was calling my phone, fam, so I had to pick it up.
Emergency.
I mean, on the job, I won't say perfect. I won't say 10 over 10.
This one rings in right. But it's like when you say 10 over 10 though, it's like, is it in vibes or is it like, because I'm thinking about it from
vibe though. After Paris school, when you come back and you put them. Should I give you free game? Free game. If you're talking to any South African chick, bring up this song. Just bring up.
Who's like this song?
It's some South African artist that is dead now.
No, man, not the jam, but like I don't even know.
You don't know the Volin?
I know the song. I just don't know what song.
He's dead now. This song is the real kind of
I know this is an OG song. This is
bro. If you're talking to any South chick, just bring up this song. Just sing it. bro, they will look at you different. That
Hey,
oh,
you know what's up.
you know the jam, like
Yeah.
you're not just fucking with a piano, you know.
You've been an OG.
I've seen it happen. Don't worry. So free game. If you're talking to the static
okay.
chick, just bring up this song. They'll feel you. But this song is the jam. It's the real 10/10. Thank you, if I am. You got Kampala. We talked about it. Whiskey went hard. Ah!
This is song.
Man.
I'm like, gonna be your sister.
Outside that Deborah.
Outside disobey my mother. And then down your holla.
Outside follow your Deborah. Yeah, man. Do me, of course. Do me. Are you gonna put it in perfectly? Come on, man.
No, make it still.
Come on, man.
I cannot throw my whole childhood away.
Eh?
I cannot throw my whole childhood away. That's my whole childhood.
That's your whole childhood now. Come on. Do me the jam.
But I almost put story time
Yeah.
over
Okay.
to me.
Let's hear the story time. That's what I want to hear.
Story time by P Square now.
Oh!
Go tell me a story.
That was the song. I thought you wanted to tell us a story.
No. I was saying that like I would pick talking about stories and talking about my trip. One weird thing that happened, highlights. So we go to this place called From Back in Ghana.
Sorry, Grant said, do me with girls breaking waist. That was the time, man.
That was the time.
What you're saying, Rocco?
So we go to this table and it's Dako's table. You know Dako?
Yeah, no Dako. Which one? Dako vibes or Dako?
That's exactly what I said. Dako, the girl, Dako.
Yeah, the girl, yeah, Dako.
So I'm there and then like a friend of mine was there as well. She said,
I love Dako, Dako is
wow,
really good.
so that's Dako. And then Dako smiles and like says hi like to us on
She's
table.
very friendly.
And
met
then
her.
I was like, yeah, I don't know her. Like in front of her. And that sounded it was awkward for a second, but it is what it is. I didn't know her, but I knew her music.
You didn't know who she was. You didn't know how she looked.
Like later I only play some of her music. Obviously I know like Dako's music, but like I didn't know how she looked. And in the moment, so immediately it was in the moment.
Oh, she was very close to you.
No, we went to our table. Because like we got to this place and now all the tables are booked and the only option was to find people that we knew and then be on the table and buy bottles to the table.
Yeah.
Right. So one of the friends like, oh yeah, like go to that table and that table was the table that Dako was on. So we get to the table and this my friend girl, she goes, oh, that's Dako, and she goes excited and then Dako like when she's literally standing next to me and then she said hi. Then I was like, is that Dako vibes? And she was like, no, Dako, don't you know what Dako is? I was like, yeah, I don't know what she is.
You don't know who she is.
That's what I said.
That's what your friend said.
That's what I said. And then Dako held me. Then I walked away. Then we went to another table because that was not awkward. But that's the highlight though. I didn't know. Like, I knew who the music was. Well, I'd rather what the music was, but I didn't know.
That's so awkward. Oh my god.
I was like, yeah, my shit is a hustle. It was Whiskey. I don't know who Whiskey is.
Wrong.
Wrong. Yeah.
Come on, but you know that you know
I knew. I just at the moment, when they say it was not Dako, I was like,
and she's a vibe, you know. We've been on the same table as Mid Lounge, but she's a vibe. She's always, but she's with girls. She's always with girls.
she was with girls. Yeah.
So some girls, so she's always with some baddies. So yeah, I mean, you can't know them all. At the end of the day,
I know her music.
Yes.
And now I know who she is. I just didn't know how she looked.
She performed at Buju's concert now,
Yes.
and you were there now. Were you not there when she performed?
I was in a different state of mind.
All right, now let's wrap that segment up. But I wanted to show you a statement from SARS. Put the statement. There's no Afrobeats production touching Come Closer. And then I think in one of the this double screen is making me. One of the replies that yeah, but so most people were like, "Come Closer" is not. Let me play "Come Closer."
The song is beautiful and it has a lot of instrumentals. It's sounds well mastered and all of that. But of course, SARS will say that Whiskey is this guy.
And he produced the song too, obviously.
Exactly. So he has to push markets now.
So what most people were saying, which caught my attention, was that the song is actually not Afrobeat, it's a dancehall track. So I think that's a good point. But this was what really caught my attention.
This is, man. Like,
In terms of one of my guys replied that this is actually the best production ever. Dojani produced this in 2010.
and even for that time. I beg, no stop him. What?
So many things going on the fucking
That's
background.
it.
God damn. And it was my boy Pawan Papi, that put.
If I say it's my,
I need to find it,
because
bro, like I was like on the thread for like an hour, and like I was like, fam, all these songs. But there was a new song.
Wow.
There was a new song I found from it. I think the name of the song was Bittenberg. Remember? Let me see if I can find it from the tweets. Let me just search for it. Well, and I was like, how come I never heard this song? Apparently, the song was some old song. Pluto, that's the name of the song. Pluto by Bittenberg. So somebody replied, only the real ones know this track. Apparently, it was some South African track.
Ooh. That's a tune out. This is a jam one. Man, I'm adding this one to my playlist though.
Bro! And I was like, I didn't even know this. Like, so apparently it came out during the Nico and Vince Am I Wrong era.
Oh yeah, it sounds like it
Yeah, that era. And apparently South Africans.
Yeah, it's giving something.
So this was Amapiano before Amapiano.
Yeah.
So like the thread like put me on a lot of songs. So I just wanted to preview it. So check it on Twitter. It's what the name of the thread is. What an African song that you feel was created perfectly. So like it has a lot of jams. I know Rocco, you're not on Twitter, right?
I'm not.
You're not on Twitter. You need to join Twitter. You're missing out.
That is toxic, man.
It's toxic. Are you saying it from experience? Like were you previously on Twitter?
No, it's just from what I see, all the screenshots and all people talk about it.
But it's fun, man. You know, toxicity is fun. Anyway, so yeah.
You. That they're coming for.
Yeah, but so anyway, with that, we need to round up. Thank you so much, Rocco. It was a really nice live. It was really, I had fun. I had a lot of fun. Thank you to everyone that participated in the chat. You guys made it lively. Ifeanyi, Grant, Jeremy. I mean, like, I have to scroll up to mention everybody, but like, thank you to everyone. You guys know yourself. Thank you to those that joined us on Instagram Live. Rocco, how was your experience like? Would you come back again?
Bro, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Next time we need to get some shots in here. Because
I'm doing no alcohol 23, no alcohol 2023, and I'm serious about it.
that nigga capping. No while I'm alive.
None of my
Not
guys,
while I'm alive.
none of my guys believe in me, but I'm actually gonna do it.
They never believe in you. They never expected it.
I'm going the whole year, no alcohol. We're starting tonight. We're testing our result tonight. No alcohol. I know what I'm doing, it, guys. I know it came out of the blue, but there's a lot of backstory. And maybe in my next live I'll go into it. But yeah, man. So, but you come back again, which is what I wanted to hear. Grant cap. Why does nobody believe in me? But anyway,
It's just January, second week. We'll see now. I mean,
bro,
but I believe in you,
even
bro.
Ken was like, bro, like it's not possible.
Don't worry.
He was supposed to invite us to Switzerland, and I was like, bro, like
This guy's trying to drag me out to LA Lounge tonight.
But
Yo, are you
can't-
supposed to give the shout
we
where we're
can go
going to
to
be
parties
tonight?
without drinking.
Catch
Like,
us outside.
we can
We
have a
outside.
we can have a good time without drinking, bro. Like, so I've not drunk anything now. I'm still the vibe at the
To be
moment.
fair, I've only drunk water since I got
Exactly, like, well, on some water, guys, like, you know. So, but yeah, I'll go into the backstory of why I'm going no alcohol 2023 in my next live. But yeah, man, Roko, I was so glad to have you on, man. It was a good vibe. Thank you again to everyone that participated. And yeah, Afrobeats news updates. We're here every Sunday by 8 p.m. Catch me outside on YouTube Live. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Chief of Lagos. Follow us on Instagram, Chief of Lagos @_
Vaaris official.
Exactly.
You need to put the underscore and the Vaaris is double A. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, check it out. Checking out is into all sorts of stuff: traveling, pastry, finance. Like is the guy for all those topics, man. And he's one of my good friends in London. So if you're in London, and you want to have a good time, you can also message him for that. You can message me for that.
Bring your money, yo.
I mean, but
that's cool. We got you still.
We know all the cool spots in London, so Ripple knows all the cool spots too. So yeah, so you can message him. So @_Vaaris official. Follow me @Chief of Lagos. Yeah, I don't have any underscore, but Chief of Lagos. But yeah, man, thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Outside, Abonting.